It can be a great time reconnecting with an old friend, but for two West Michigan men, that reconnection led to one saving the other's life. 13 on your side's Elena Holland tells us how.
You want to start with that, Dirk?
Two old friends.
I like this guy, though. All right, so let's.
I like this guy, too.
Kirk Antekeier and Dr. Dirk Bonnema.
You don't want Laurel and Hardy, I'm sure.
Have known each other for more than 30 years.
One summer we hired this young high school kid who came in, very energetic, good worker.
That kid, you guessed it, was Dirk.
I just asked him, what do you want to do? What are you going to go to school for? He says, I'm going to be a doctor. I said, you're going to be a doctor? He says, that's right. I said, well, good luck.
The next 3 decades, Dr. Bonnema went to medical school, worked in South Carolina, and eventually moved back to the Muskegon area. He's an interventional cardiologist at Trinity Health Muskegon.
We were riding our bikes as a family, and there was you and your family riding bikes. And it was amazing, right? Hadn't seen him in 30 years.
It took a few years before the two friends could get together. Life happens.
Last summer, we decided to set that date. And when we set that date, we headed down to the golf course together.
A tea time with a mission.
On the way, you started to describe some symptoms that your wife wanted you to ask me about.
That's right. I was working out 4 days a week in the morning and walking with her at the end of the day at night. And I thought, geez, I'm going to be getting in great shape. And actually, everybody was getting better shape than I was. I was winded all the time. I couldn't even keep up with her. I go, something's got to be wrong.
Dr. Bonnema told Kirk to come to his office first thing Monday.
Well, the blockages were very, very severe.
They found 3 blockages.
The one down the front is a major artery, and we call that sometimes the widowmaker, because if it blocks off, it causes such a severe damage to the heart that it may not be survivable.
Kirk had triple bypass open heart surgery right away.
If I hadn't said something to him, I could have had the heart attack and a lot more damage, and who knows.
Now he's back to work, reffing high school basketball, spending time with his family and his new old friends.
It's just the way that the creator of the whole universe had a perfect plan in place for you to and I to cross paths 40 years ago, right? To cross paths 10 years ago.
And for me to find your one open date that you had to play golf that summer, it's amazing.
Heart disease is the leading cause of death globally, something Kirk avoided thanks to his friend.
We're friends. We're going to be friends for longer because of this.
Elena, what are some of the risk factors for heart disease?
Well, Juliet, that's being overweight, lack of diet, good diet, high blood pressure, lack of exercise, and tobacco use. But for many people, like Kirk, it's just genetics. He exercised regularly, ate a healthy diet, but he still developed those blockages. And that's why it's important to report any changes and symptoms to your doctor.
Thank you, Elena, for that. If you have